It is, guys. Oh my goodness, look at the cobwebs on this thing. Holy mackerel. Oh, come on. Uh-oh. Boys. Oh no. This thing needs an entire new engine. Oh, this is no go. Hey guys, this is all rust, and if you look on the side of this piston right here, this is what's gluing the cylinder to the piston. This thing is ruined. This bike is ruined, literally.
So sick. So sick. How was it?
Well, fourth pin on this thing is not enough. I need fifth pin.
Fifth pin?
Yeah, I'm landing right on the knuckle where it goes down. It's like just a little bit more pepper.
Just a little bit.
Well, there she is, guys. The worst bike on Craigslist, the YZ325. She's done, and I gotta say, I'm so happy with how it came out. Everything from the tires, the suspension, the engine. The 325 is an open class hero of a motor. Paired with that smart carb, that motor hits hard, carries to the moon, and just does not sign off. And thank God I had good tires on it too, because the conditions that day were just really bad. But I gotta say, for this bike never coming with this style of bodywork, it fits sleek. The bike feels great underneath of you. The bars complement the whole bike very well. I'm just so incredibly happy with how this thing came out. The Huga pipe looks amazing, and I could tell the power delivery is just so linear with this pipe. I might consider putting a flywheel weight on this thing though, because the power is just that aggressive, where I feel like I can either add a tooth to the rear sprocket, or I can try throwing a flywheel weight on, or both. But we need to get some traction out of this thing. It's amazing. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this build. It means the world to me. So many subscribers have come on board for this, and I know you guys wanted to see this thing run almost as bad as I did. And this thing is truly amazing, guys. I love every second of how I got to ride this thing today. Went through about 1.5 tanks of gas, so it's safe to say she's broken in. Just a little bit of things I have to do. The front brake is really squishy, so I might have some air still in the lines, so I'm going to have to go and bleed the lines again and see if there's any air in there. But other than a squishy front brake, I really don't have any complaints. The foot peg to bar geometry is nice. It's able to let me get triangulated on the bike nicely. It's really such a fun bike. So, YouTube fam, I love you guys. Awesome build. And let's look forward to the next project. Check it out. What's up, YouTube fam? Okay guys, so we're back at the shop garage, whatever. I got our YZ325 all cleaned up and snazzy again. And guys, it's time to plan for the next project. So, a lot of the veterans of the channel will remember that I once had a Kickstarter breaking KX500, and I think it was like a 87 or 88 KX500. So I broke down the frame, I broke down the motor. The motor had a lot of issues, all which are totally easy to fix. Just finding the parts was a little bit of a mission. I have the parts. I have, short of maybe just a couple things, but I have the parts. So, what does this mean? Well, I took the chassis in to get it powder coated. He sandblasted or media blasted the frame, found a lot of stress cracks around the head tube, and some other things that were just kind of pulling me away from doing that, and I never talked about it on the channel again because I was really kind of upset about it. So if you guys go back in the time machine of the channel that I have here, you'll find that video. Go watch it. I'll try to put up a V card up here somewhere for it, but it's the motor will be amazing. Now let's find something to put it in, okay? So get at me on Instagram at LundMX and get involved. I'll be listing some potential candidates for a frame swap or a rolling chassis. Now I don't want to do anything conventional. I don't want to do anything everyone's done because we've seen all the CR 500 AFs, right? We've seen all the KX 500 AFs, right? We've seen a couple RM, AFs. I wouldn't be against it. I would really like to do a YZ AF. And what I mean by a YZ is just before our 2010 model, in my opinion, Yamaha had one of its best handling, best suspended bikes ever, but the engines just were problematic. The titanium 5-valve 450s were a little hard on maintenance, but there were some things you could do and make them amazing. But I find a good number of them often on Facebook Marketplace, on Craigslist, just on the internet in general, and they're all being parted out or being sold as a rolling chassis or being sold with the engine but it's blown up. So I was thinking something like that. I was thinking an RMZ, like the really not so good years, 07, 06, something like that before they went fuel injected, because actually after they went fuel injected they got pretty good. But I still wouldn't be against something newer, but we've seen a lot of them done. So anyways, there's so many bikes we could put this KX 500 into. Obviously we'll have to make a pipe. We'll have to make a lot of things for it, but it's going to be a blast. It'll be a multi-part series, just like the 325 was. But each one of the episodes will be quite a big chunk of the work is done. So guys, with that, get involved on the LundMX Instagram and let me know if you guys know of any, especially in California, would really help. If it's in California, then I could probably drive to it. Especially Central California down to Southern California, then it would be something that I would vlog going and picking it up. We cut it apart, mock up our engine, get the frame all welded up, get the engine in there, and just start building an amazing bike. And obviously the goal is just to have a 500, Kawasaki 500 powered motocross bike. So get involved on that. Hit me up on Instagram, comment in, because I don't know why YouTube keeps messing with my comments. They keep turning them on and then they turn them off. I don't even know what's going on. So I don't even use YouTube for comments anymore. Go over to the Instagram and I'll have a topic on Instagram that is related to this video, and then you guys could drop comments in there and I read a lot of those. So with that, guys, thank you so much for being a part of this build. Thanks to all the new subscribers. We're just tapping at that 60K mark on subscribers, which is great because I remember it wasn't even that long ago. We're at 20,000 and now I'm at 60,000. The channel's growing so fast, and I know it's because you guys dig what you see. And I love that you guys are a part of it. You like to get in on Instagram. You like to vote on things, and I like bring you guys in on that, because ultimately, if you're not pumped on what I'm doing, then what's the point of watching? You know what I mean? So, having said that, guys, I'm gonna close it down here. I'm going to start looking on Instagram. I'm going to start looking on Craigslist, on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm going to find a rolling chassis, and we're going to stick this KX 500 in it. We're going to make it amazing. I'm going to try to get Adam Millar involved from up in BC. He's a big 500 guru, does a lot of great work, and I'm going to see if I can get him to do some head mods and make a decompression thing on the head. And obviously maybe get Hugo involved on making a pipe for it. This is future talk a lot here, but guys, I want a modern chassis. I want good suspension. I like to have triple S. or even bigger. You know, start going to like 49 millimeter, 50 millimeter A kit stuff would be amazing. So guys, with that, get involved. I love every single one of you guys. Seriously, from the shop garage, whatever. This is Clint Lund with Lund MX. I will talk to you guys soon. That's a promise. Peace out for now. Stay tuned.